that is insatiably curious about UFOs or UAPs,
Yes.
that there's something going on that we're really not being made that's not being disclosed to us.
Well, senators who have been briefed on this, and I don't mean just these latest balloon-ish incidents, senators who have been briefed on this have said there are things the American people deserve to know, and the quote I love is, and they're ready to learn. And that says to me that there's something sort of paradigm shattering about this news that we're not being told.
You know, the most optimistic thing I feel about these things that we're seeing in the skies, or the Army and Navy and Air Force are recording on their gun cameras, is that what if they're not from an advanced civilization 300 million light years from here, but what if it's us 500,000 years into the future that is coming back to document the second half of the 20th century and into the first 20th century, because they're anthropologists and they know something that we don't quite know yet that has occurred, and they're trying to track the last 100 years of our history.
Well, the hopeful part about that to me is that we survive.
Yes, that we survive, or a certain percentage of us survive, that allows these other generations to flourish.
Okay, if there are aliens, is your bet on E.T. or War of the Worlds?
E.T.
Your bet is on E.T.
Oh, yeah. War of the Worlds was just sort of a reflection of 9/11. It was my way of making a story about the impact that 9/11 had on all of us. I believe that if any extraterrestrial civilization has journeyed all the way here, it's because of curiosity and science, and it's not about aggression.
Because if they can get here, they don't need our resources. They must have enormous resources already.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact they've been this patient with us and haven't turned the Earth into a burned out cinder is extraordinary. That they've had that. If there is anything happening, you have to applaud them for their patience. I think what has been coming out recently is fascinating, just absolutely fascinating. Mm-hmm. And I think the secrecy that is shrouding all of these sightings, and the lack of transparency until Freedom of Information Act compels certain materials to be released publicly, I think that there is something going on that simply needs extraordinary due diligence. I mean, I would like to hear more about it. I don't know what they are. My imagination and my love for, I don't believe we're alone in the universe. I think it's mathematically impossible